I think it's also like you also have free YouTube videos. You have your paid courses and stuff like that, and those things are so powerful and can get people up to speed to where they need to be. And the industry has such a huge gap that for like PLC and robot programmers, the degree is not as much of a threshold unless you just want to get into a particular facility, right? And you go ahead.
I was gonna make the comment. I think to our industry's, how to say, like, discredit, or I guess like the unfortunate reality is that it's hard to practice with some of the software and hardware that you don't get access to, right? And I think
Mm,
that's one of the reasons, like, I really like what inductive automation has done with their SCADA platform, is that it's free every 2 hours. You just need to reset it, but you get access to all the features, right? And so
yeah.
I'm certainly not as familiar with the robotic side of things, but I can tell you on the PLC side, it's difficult to get access to those tools. And so if you're a student just trying to get your hands on learning, let's say like
Yeah.
Allen Bradley, Siemens, or any other platform, it becomes difficult, right? And I
Hmm.
wish that we provided better, how to say, like, accessibility, I guess, to
Yeah.
those who want to learn. I know, I think Siemens has now like a 30-day trial for their like software, but I think again there should be like a student version that you can just easily deploy, and you can pass on the cost to the hardware. And anyways, I think there's different business models that I think are could be more suitable to make it a
Yeah.
better learning experience.
Yeah. And I think that like maybe a good message to companies like Allen Bradley who are as big as they are, like what I highly predict happening is somebody's going to open up the proper amount of accessibility and the proper amount of marketing and sales resources towards something, and they're going to end up dominating the market, right? You
Yes.
know, in my opinion, like you look at Allen Bradley as being like one of the Goliaths of controls in the United States. In my opinion, they have two big things for them. Their product works well, and everybody knows it.
Hmm.
And that's like the two big things. Outside of that, it's like, is it super intuitive? Is it, you know what I mean? Is your training accessible? There's like a lot of things, in my opinion, that are lacking from it. They have good product line, but you know, if a lot of these other things are missing, then the new people coming into the industry may not care. The guy who starts a company today, a manufacturing company today, may not necessarily care that everybody else uses Allen Bradley PLCs. You might say, well, cool, that's what they're doing, but they're charging 3,000 for their PLC. This one's charging 1,000, has free software and free training or something like that, right? Like,
Yeah,
and it's,
absolutely. And it's like a, well, like, I guess it's a chicken or the egg problem, right? It's you want these little guys, like Phoenix Contact, Opto 22, Omron. There's a lot of players, I think, that are gaining traction in that arena, but it
Mhm.
becomes this challenge where, okay, they're not the biggest yet, so I'm going to learn the biggest one, but
Yep.
I would really like to learn on the other platform because it is free, it is easy to access, I can buy a controller. And so it's one of those things, like, it needs to be adopted to be learned, but then you're also having to learn the main platform that's in the field, so it becomes this
Yeah.
kind of a weird lockdown that is unfortunate, again, because I can tell you, when I was a student, I could certainly not afford, the wall that you see behind me. There was zero
Yeah.
chance that I was able to pay for that. So it's it's just the unfortunate, I guess, reality. I think it will slowly change, but I think it will take time.